I don't know if you've checked the thumbnail of this stream, but I said the S word. When it says S word, this is actually funny to me because when I said S word, people that already saw the thumbnail, what am I going to talk about? They already, I knew they wouldn't read the description, but I want to know what is the first thing that pops into your head and the second one. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, a lot of people, they said, there's a lot of S that I didn't even thought about, that S could mean a lot of wonderful and almost like, yeah, that's controversial. That's controversial. That's controversial too. So it's a funny time for me to actually put that thumbnail out. Even though it's just a thumbnail, sometimes it takes time and shit.
Yeah.
But we're not going to talk about shit.
Yeah.
Sit down and that is no situation. Right? Oh, diba? Security. I like that. It really shows who is Shadow Scout Swede, who's also a YouTuber, streamer, and all about preparation. If you're not about that, you should probably, because there's a lot of knowledge that they actually put it out there. It might not be your cup of tea, but it's just nice to know, like, and it opened me up to another world of preparation, survival, which I think growing up in a city, always been a city girl, it's really nice to have that information so that you can actually be prepared of what's to come. Agree to disagree. So I was talking to my mother. I told my mother one thing I know of, and one thing that a lot of Japanese are saying is that stress can actually makes you older. No matter the reason, I really pay attention to mental health. So those are disclaimers, stress and cancer. But I think it's time for a lot of people to actually go deep about this S word, the big S word. If you have into stress management, if you know how to de-stress, how do you call that? Unstress, please let us know, because a lot of people needs to hear it as well. I'm pretty sure you have a lot of, tips and wonderful wisdom right there. Share it to us, because I like that. Ganon. Isifit, you can do breathing exercises to help you stress down. Oh, you know what? Actually, Shadow, that's my thing. When someone is stressing me out, or I'm in a stress situation, ever since as a kid, I calm down myself by 1, 2, 3. You're so angry and frustrated. I don't like crying, but when I'm frustrated, sometimes it just, rather than crying, I have to calm down myself. In certain situations only. These are very, very rare, but that's what I do. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like months, until 10. And then I get to action. The same thing when I'm sharing or when I'm trying to think, I would count that in my own head as well, depending on the situation. Qigong exercises. Oh, let us know, what is a Qigong exercises? Let us Google that. Don't let me Google naughty stuff, okay? Define Qigong exercises. In Confucianism, practices now known as Confucian Qigong provide a means to become a Junzi through awareness of morality. Confucian Qigong can include dynamic exercise or static meditation, as well as cultivation of the mind to achieve noble spirit. Oh, breathing exercises also. Actually today, a lot of stretches today. I'm very, very stretched. That's why when I'm feeling stressed, I try to slow down and think about what's going on. Come up with a plan to not overwhelm myself. Have to protect mental health. Ting, 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 ting. Exactly. And the reason this channel is more broad now. First, it's all about exercises, blah, 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 blah. But I feel like I already put out. Of course, it's going to be updated eventually in time. But one of the thing that I am so proud of until this day, even though it didn't really get to be shared in more people to see, is my beginner's do's and don'ts. Like, I feel like I put all my effort to actually put everything in my power to make sure that any beginner or people that who are actually wanting or go back to basics have all the foundation you can have to start your own fitness journey. It's almost like a, like my gift to everyone kind of thing. I know it's kind of, arrogant to say that, but I really took a pride to put it out. It's in Tagalog, unfortunately, because at first that's what my goal is. It's like I'm in Japan, I'm already helping my Japanese people, but I'm also half Filipina, so I want to share my skills that I do know that I have for my fellow Filipinos. The information that you can get from nutrition to exercises is not into my standards as a certified personal trainer. So in that kind of way, to keep my sanity, I wanted to do something about it, not just rant about it or not just talk about it in a negative light. Whether it would be viewed to many or not, it's irrelevant. For me, for my own sanity, I want to put it out because I am ranting about this, but I am doing something even in the smallest scale. That's kind of like how I do my life anyways. From there, my experience as my day job, I get to be together with people for years. And I get to know them in a very personal level where there are things that they would share with me. Sometimes their motivation goes down when they're mentally drained. They have problems. They could not deal with such stresses, this and that. When I started to focus and I started to not just talk in a very business-like, but I became more of like talk and listen. I started to listen to them. They would always come out of the gym very happy because it's not just the body is tired. It's because they could also rant it away. So I thought, I love streaming. I fell in love with streaming. Why not? Whatever I do in my real life already, I will just translate it in here. Even though it's online, it's the same thing. I still do my day job online as well in this manner. And I think online, there's a lot of exercises out there, but is there actually where a place you don't have to feel that you're going to be judged every second of the day? You can actually express yourself. And then I get to also challenge myself to always choose being nice and get to a point where I can actually see people the benefit of the doubt before I even judge anybody. So that is also a challenge for myself. So it's like a give and take thing. I benefit from you guys and you benefit from me as well because we have this community that we are building right now, this second. Thank you very much. Okay, I see. See you believe in yourself. Hola, hola, hola again. Thank you, thank you. If I remember things that I think how the community helped me in my standards of what help means for me, we can go deeper with what help means. But for me, if I benefit anything at all from you guys, that's already equivalent to help. And it just doesn't have to be financial. It doesn't have to be, it's time, effort, your interactions with me, you sharing stories with me. I benefit from all of those things. Your likes, shares, comments, everything. That's help in my vocabulary. So that's one of the things that I do learn from the community is if you try to put out good out there, good people will come back. I learned that very, very, very. It's not just in real life situation, but also online. It actually can happen. So I learned that for one. And probably there's more stuff that I could think of, but as of right now, that's how I feel. I usually put a different twist of stories where I wanted to share. Some people get it, some people don't, but it's fine. It's for everyone to translate or to kind of like, digest. Parang pagkain lang. In YouTube, always to go for positive vibes channel. I'm tired for negative people. Yes, yes, yes. Deep down your core, you just love to be happy. There's nothing wrong with that. That's you. Love yourself. Embrace it. Sometimes there are appropriate times. Like me, some people always judge me like,
So fake. No one can be positive like that.
and my answer is like, what kind of people did you ever know in your entire life that I'm so out of there that I'm fake? It's sad, but those things happen. I don't take it as a bad thing. I just think it's very sad. So in that way, I do embrace my negativity as well. If I wanted to be negative, There's always going to be channels that I can go to. And that is another cup of tea. There's no only this. You want to be this? There's things. There's appropriation to do things. Not because you're negative and then you want these positive people to be like you. It's not a good thing to do. It's just common sense. So then you find your people because that's what makes you happy. And there's nothing wrong with that. Negative, like misery loves misery. Positive loves positive. And sometimes people take negative into positivity and some vice versa. There's so many people in the world. You can find your own out there. So explore it. Do not be stressed if someone doesn't like you or your channel. It's just people come and go. It's fine. See, only this until there is OE. Only everything. Itadakimasu. Yum, 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 yum. Traditional or modern woman? Neither. I am me. I am icy. Yes. Icy is unique. Oh, kilig ka doon, oh, diba? Oh, thank you, thank you. I like that. Yeah. That compliment always gets me because that's what I want. I want to be unique. I just want to be me. Why can't I just be me? Why can't I have to be this and this and this? Why can't I just be me? Take it or leave it. You are amazing, making yourself more. I hope you guys do. I believe we can all be more of what we are. Yes, yes. This is the reason I have a note. And then I don't read it. So we are going to go deep with the S word. What is the S word for you means? The S word is sleeper. For guys, surreptitious. Guys, I got it. You are so mean. Surreptitious. Fine. I'm gonna Google that one. Pronounce it.
Surreptitious.
Oh, surreptitious. Surrept, my tissue pa. Soulmate. I want to ease raw. Slippery when wet. Define wet. Someone actually answered me last time. What's S? Is that SLUT? It's like, what? I like that. I didn't even thought about it for a second. Sardines. Salacious. Oh, succubus. I actually just read about succubus. Oh, really, really nice. Scandals. What? Wait, Ali, I like that. Scandals. What's your scandal? And Scandinavia. Suspicious? Sensuality, I think. Sublime. Yes, yes. So there's a lot of S things. But I actually like that you answer S and I can see a little bit of your soul. Sorry if my soul was slowly. All this section shall be greater for the well-being. Stop distracting me. But I hope all the S, all the stresses you are having, I hope for a little bit of time, I get to take them away. That's the spirit. I want you to feel happy when you're with me. Huh? I'm corny, but that's how I feel. It's up to you guys. If you want to take it seriously or not seriously, that's not my problem. And I find go fishing or camping is a good stress reliever and it works for me. Yes, exactly. Find yourself out there. You're just constantly always for negative stuff and then you let it limit you and define you as a person, you will not see what is out there that can actually relieves your stress because you're just gonna be stuck. And that's not good. Don't hurt me. Oh, but I think I know that. No more. Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. No more. The S word that we are going to talk about is all about STRESS, stress. But we are not going to talk about this just ourselves. I want to share with you an article because I like reading and getting deep with an article, especially when it comes to human behavior, human perspective, because I always have this strong feeling that there's really no blueprint at all. Everything could be different, but knowing how it is, knowing what it is, knowing the information real, it's nice to know that because then you have like a guide to actually understand yourself how to manage your stress, how to actually embrace it if you must. But this article is all about embrace the S word for greater well-being. Ayan, the dream relieves stress. Yes, after the dream, I feel I can take over the world and I just need to make it to the dream. Like me, when I'm stressed, I live. I'm tired. I can't think of anything else. I just want to go to bed. I'm passed out. So that's how exercise, lifting really makes me feel good about me and overall mental and just overall, I'm sublime. What can you say? Stuff like this relieves stress for me. Having fun with all of you, yes. It's the same. Having interactions, whether we agree with it or not. Some people, obviously, they do feel they're more happier when they're alone. But I think that's the choice they made for themselves. But at the same time, if you listen to internet, if you watch movies, anything at all, that means you still want that interaction in kind of way. So, for the most part, a lot of us, mostly I would say, we really need interaction from outside. You cannot just be really alone all the time. The forever company is music. I think without music, I'll go insane. Well, I mean, it's a part. We all know stress is number one killer. It's either it's gonna kill your body or you'll basically that. I know I'm laughing about it, but that's a serious thing. Sometimes when it's something awkward to talk about, believe me, I laugh, because I don't like the feeling of awkwardness. And probably that's the reason also I'm very talkative because I just don't like quiet. If I want to be quiet, I'm going to go by myself alone. But if I'm with a person, I feel like the need of constant conversation kind of thing. So this fits me. This is very, very nice for me. It's the vibe you get from the streamers, actually. If it's your cup of tea. If I fucked up my words or if I say something that would meant something to other people, or it would be perceived. If there's just a little bit tiny voice in the back of my head that says that, why did I say that? Now people think like this and like that. I could stress about it while as we speak. There are certain things like that I'm sometimes very OCD about. So yeah, do not make a big deal out of it. Sometimes I just say things. But if it's serious, of course, I'm going to make sure that I relay that message in a more serious.
Aww.
I always do that. If I'm not 100% there, I'm not going to be mentally prepared, especially sometimes things happen like technical difficulties. If you feel bad about it, sometimes it just really do happen. So, yes. So, with the help of this article, this is from Judy Ho. Okay, where's my palo-palo? Ayan. Palo-palo for me. Ayan, diba? Very, very bad. PHG-ABPP-ABPDN. We are going to get deep with her article. Oh, my article, you guys. Okay. Okay. So this is it. I'm going to put the link if you want to read it for yourself. The reason I do share articles with you guys, it's not every day you think of things, especially if you're so busy with your own life. And there's nothing wrong with that. You have to hustle or grind, or you have tons of responsibilities. You have to prioritize. So finding things, article reading, it's not really going to be your priority. But if somehow, just scrolling on YouTube or you're already part of ICFit community, if you are here supporting me, might as well share something that you can ponder as well. Because these are stories, these are articles from real doctors, real researchers that I think for the normal people like us, if we know the information, if we know what are the options that we can take so that we can feel better for ourselves or we can do better for ourselves and be for greater well-being, which a lot of us really needs. Why not? Why not use this platform as well to do that? We keep each other company and we also ponder and brainstorm and understand life in a more bigger scale.
Aww.
So the key points for this article is stop supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. And here's how befriending stress can lead to a healthier life. So the key points of this article, please read it yourselves as well. Maybe it would help you to manage your own stresses. Is stress is natural, universal response that promotes growth and survival. And yeah, it could be a way of you knowing what stresses you and how to handle it next time if you're smart enough to do that. But sometimes it's all about you have to handle your emotions from time to time. So it is promoting growth and survival. If you're not stressed, you probably would be just like, not do anything. This is what's the thing. Negativity doesn't mean it's always negative. You have to see a positive thing about it, whether it's the effect of it. Just a little bit could go a long way. Avoiding or suppressing stress can worsen anxiety and reduce quality of life. How many times, mad dudes, you get all of this. A lot of women would tell you, like, no, express your emotions. You cannot just, there's just a balance of everything. Be a man, we be women. Do your part, we'll do our part kind of thing. Don't be like us, okay? Be men, okay? There are certain things that you have to do. You process it. It doesn't have to be emotional all the time. That is reserved for us ladies. Emotions and then heart, yes. There's a perfect time to say it and there's a perfect time to act on it. That's just how I see it. So avoiding it is not a good thing. Not because you don't want to feel it, it means you're avoiding it. It doesn't mean it like that. There are just things that you just don't show. Because once you show your stress, you're basically putting other people, especially the ones that can feel it, you're putting them into stress as well. So not because a person is not showing it, it doesn't mean that they're suppressing it. Usually the dudes that I know of, they're suppressing it because they can handle their own shit. And basically, they don't want to put it out there and everybody would be stressed just because they're putting that energy out. So usually that's what we do. Sorry po, paumanin po, guminasay. Thumbs up po sa mga screamers can be good for relieving stress. Let it all out right. Yes, one of the things that I love doing, sometimes you build all of that, rant, all of that, just emotions. And then when you go hike, that's why I love hiking. If it's a very, very like, you don't have to like mind other people and it's okay to do, it's just so nice. It's just like, it's just nice. And then I think at one point I would have friends, when they're like heartbroken and they cannot really just express how heartbroken they are. Well, at least with me, we'll go to a disco. Everything is loud. And then I'll tell them, now shout, cry out, snap everything. One song. And then I'll just cry. I would like everything. But after that one song, cut, moving on. That's how I am, but it's not for everyone, guys. But that works for me. Joy is where you manifest it. Yes. Third point is radical acceptance and practical mindfulness. Oh my God, these two guys. I'm trying for myself. This is what I'm trying to process in my journey. Define radical. Radical acceptance and practical mindfulness can transform stress into growth. Oh my God, if I don't have to explain it and you get it, you're on the right track, according to people that guide me to. And focus on what you can control and let go of what you can't to reduce stress. Exactly. I don't know how to emphasize that key points. Focus on what you can control. And if you think you can control another human being, oh my God, stay away from me. Do us both a favor. Stay away from me. I don't like people who manipulate things just for their own benefit. I understand that each and every one of us do have that character. We're all humans after all. But if you're doing it consciously, intentionally, doing it, I don't know if you're a good person. I'm not saying I'm a good person. I'm way behind it. I know my strengths, I know my weaknesses, and I'm still exploring it. But for you, for anybody to actually, why do you have Amber Heard? These types of people, these are all realistically happening. But there are people who are actually there's really something wrong with their brain. I get that as well. But if you're just a normal, there's nothing wrong with you mentally. You're a normal person who just wants to control everything in your power. That's why I hate to talk about politics with people that I'm not close to. Religion. Why do you think that? If you can understand, the reason I hate it is because there are a huge reality there. People likes to control people if they have power. And I'm not going to be excluding myself in this. If you give me power, who knows if I'm going to abuse it? Who knows if I'm going to use it for my own benefit without the other people benefiting from it as well? It's all about your mindfulness, your self-awareness. You heard many streamers. They would say this and they do this. Yesterday we talked about passport bros. Different movements, different perspective. It's okay. There are certain intentions, there are certain situations. Appropriation is a thing. This is one thing that I'm going to talk about in the later streams that we are going to have. I'm just warming up. I love this conversation. And unfortunately, I'm going to palo every one of you. Sometimes I put this topic for you to ponder on yourself. If I deliver it, if I don't deliver it, there's always going to be next time. At least that's my point of view. But at least I put out what my intentions are. Ponder it for yourselves. Make yourself better. Even just 1%, even just 0.5%. There's so many dumb people out there. Many bad people out there. And you can tell me I'm a bad person in your own perspective. That's okay too. That's your life. But I'm just saying individually, find your goodness. What goodness can you get out there, especially if you're in this platform, especially if you can influence a lot of people, give them ideas, take that as a responsibility. Do not throw it away. Not everyone has a privilege to talk like this, have internet and have people that tune into you. So guys, each and every one of us, take responsibility with people that you interact with. Stop blaming, stop shaming, stop judging. Just understand who you are first. And if you don't understand me, come every Saturday. I'm here and happy to do it. I'm gonna find a way how to do it and how I feel and how I can deliver it. And that's why I do updates on my uploaded video, because that no bullshit, no off topic. It's just one topic. Hopefully you still come back and dislike, I don't care. You're here. That's what's important. So thank you everyone. There's a topic. This is what happens. You know, when we have a good discussion, I don't think we really need any topic at all. But then when you don't have topic, no one even wants to share anything. So for just be safe than never, I have a topic if it doesn't go long. But I do also understand that there are people behind the scene that usually do. When I do these things and I kind of like stay away from what is the topic supposed to be, I get a thumbs down. I know what you mean. I feel like that's how I translate it. But I do notice that. So I'm sorry if sometimes I get off topic. Maybe next time, let us know if you're there watching and you want me on topic. Just say hi, or I don't know, what's the safe word? Mine. I see, always gets off topic. I know, right? Is it a good thing or a bad thing? I feel like it's a bad thing. It's really is a bad thing, you know. So for the person who thumbs it down, thank you for always reminding me that I should do better. I should not listen to my viewers. I should not look at the chat. I should not interact with the chat. No. But in all seriousness, I do take it seriously. I'm still trying. It's a process because I really like interaction. It's my weakness. If you interact with me, if you talk to me, I'm already hooked. Especially if you say things that are really in my cup of tea. That's my weakness. I hope you enjoy the replays of this, and I'll see you soon again. Be relaxed with us as well. That's a good thing. Oh my god, I feel better now. Always interesting. I say, oh my god, really, Felipe? I hope so. I hope I make you guys, I make worth of your wonderful stuff that you are giving me. Ice, what zodiac are you? I'm Capricorn. Not that I believe in any of that. Unfortunately, I know my sign because it's a thing in the Philippines, it's a thing in Japan. Nothing wrong with that. But whenever I was asked about that, yes, I'm Capricorn. But I don't believe in any of those. Ice, what zodiac are you? Yes, Capricorn.